guys probably spent the whole offseason kind of knowing this game was coming, but not focusing on it. What's it like to shift your attention fully to this one?
It's exciting. It's the reason why you came to Oregon. Big games like this, Ohio State's going to be a great competition. It's going to be testing to see who's going to be the guys. Who's willing to step up at a time. There's going to be a lot of ups and downs in that game for both sides, and you got to just come prepared and be level-headed and be prepared for whatever comes your way.
They were missing a couple of their corners in the first one. Does that make it tough to really, from a personnel perspective, know exactly what they offer you?
I mean, I know one of the leaders, number 7. He's a senior. He was out, but I'm expecting him to play. It's a big game, I feel like if you're a really competitive guy and you really have it in you, you're going to do whatever it takes to get on that field. So whatever he's going through, I'm just making sure to be prepared for him. And I'm preparing for all the corners, and no matter who it is, really, even if it's their backup's backup, I got to find or pull out some tape. If I got to go back to high school, I'll go find them.
What is that process? You said go back to high school. You go pull up their huddle stuff, or what do you,
what
do, you do?
Yeah.
Is that something you do every week, though, typically?
Yeah. I like to know who I'm going against. I like to know their background and what they're about, if they're really a dog or if it's just make-believe type of thing. I just post on Instagram and tell myself I'm a dog. Like, there's different things. There's levels to it. So learning the background and seeing what I'm going up against and knowing what I got to prepare for when I go against them.
What are some signs maybe the guy is a dog, like you said?
I got to be more of a dog, I just gotta go out there and handle business. I gotta want it more. That's the thing you learn about college football. You got to want it more, period. The person lying across from you, is he really going to stop you from your dreams and your aspirations? And I look at it in that perspective, and I'm like, man, I'm going to have to work this man all day, every day for the rest of this game because I have dreams and aspirations to take care of my family and other people that I love. So
I know you're probably your own worst critic. You've been kicking yourself about the pass in the end zone. How close was that?
I am my own worst critic for sure. It is what it is, man. There's little things that could have been changed. I could have easily went for almost 200 yards. I mean, looking back on the film. But things, little errors, little small mistakes, I did kick myself for it, but I mean, on to the next one, you got to mentally prepare yourself, like whatever it is, like I got to get over it. I felt like I could have had a better game in Fresno, I could have had more yards, more touchdowns, whatever it is, I don't really care as long as we got that team winning. At the end of the day, we won, and that's what I'm grateful for.
What were some obstacles that kept you from getting to 200? Was it personal? Was it everything else? You don't have to point to anyone else, but I mean, what took place?
There's just plays where, you're just not the read, and it is what it is. But like I said, it's just opportunities will present itself, and when they present themselves, the play needs to be made. So, yeah.
Obviously, it's going to be a crazy environment. How big is it from a communication perspective for you guys offensively? Because that's probably where it's going to be the loudest.
Yeah, we're preparing ourselves for sure. We've been working a lot on preparation with the loudness of the crowd. I think they said like 110,000 or something, which is pretty cool. I haven't played in front of 110,000. That'll be fun. But I really don't. I know the plays. I know the signals. I'm not worried about the noise. I've dealt with noise pretty much my whole life going into high school. It's a different level to it, but I really don't get fazed by it. I'm not bothered by it.
How big is Coach Morehead having him on your guys' side, knowing he has coached there before, and what kind of advantage maybe that can give you guys?
Yeah, Coach Jomo has great experience with Ohio State. I know he's dialed up some great plays against them when he was at Penn State. So I know they know Jomo's the real deal, and he can get the job done. So I'm grateful for having him. He's played in big games, and I'm just listening to whatever he wants me to do and whatever I need to do to help the team win. So.
Was Ohio State a school you looked at?
Yeah, Ohio State.
I think it was one of your finalists?
Yeah, it was my top 5. It was Alabama, Nebraska, Florida, Oregon, and Ohio State. So I did get offered by one of the receiver coaches. I can't remember his name. It's been 3 years ago. So, but yeah, he offered me, told me he really liked me, and then we stayed in contact, and then we kind of stopped talking after a while when he kind of heard the noise about Oregon with me. So, yeah.
I was just asking because this is a school you at least considered going to. Does that matter at this point at all? And just kind of what was it about Ohio State then that you were interested in?
I was just interested in their culture. I'm a big culture guy. I came to Oregon for the culture. I saw the potential in Oregon, and look, I am a back-to-back Pac-12 champion, man. So, I mean, obviously I'm very grateful and super excited to get this thing rolling, So, yeah.
I guess sorry, I got running late here, but just in terms of taking a look at their corners in particular, they had a couple of young guys play last week rather than 7 and their other projected starters.
Yeah.
So just what you see on tape from their young guys that you didn't have a chance to see in the summer, they didn't play before.
Yeah, I mean, their young guys are good. A true freshman getting on the field at Ohio State, you got to be the real deal. So I'm not taking anyone lightly. Their backup's backup, like I said, I'm taking them seriously. Anybody that can touch that field, I'm prepared for, So being able to dig deep in film and understand what they're about is definitely what I've been doing lately. So, yeah.
You played Stoudt in high school.
CJ? Yeah. No, I didn't play. No, so they So my team. Oh, I did actually. You're right.
Yeah, I looked up the box score.
Yeah, we did beat them.
Clearly, you didn't play on defense.
Yeah. But I totally forgot. Yeah, that's when he was a young guy. I think he was a sophomore at the time, and so yeah. I mean, he's a talented guy. I'm proud of him. He's been doing well. He got the starting job at Ohio State. That's big time. Any school, any big school, getting a starting job is. I get it. It's a lot of work. It's hard work. A lot of process. So I'm proud of him, and he's a good guy because we've done 7-on-7 together, and I know he's talented, and I'm super excited to get after him. So yeah.
Now that you've got a game of experience with AB, what are some things that you saw from him in that game, and some things that you kind of take forward that you guys can get better at together?
I mean, Anthony is a guy who's a beast. I really don't care what Twitter says or whatever. Like I go on Twitter to just handle what I have to handle with my NIL stuff, and then I see some slander on AB's name, and it's kind of crazy to me because he's super talented, and even if you guys don't think he had the best game, I'm telling you, he has so much potential to be one of the best quarterbacks in the nation. I think there's just, if me and AB can fix this small of an error, I could have way more yards, and so many other receivers got so many more yards, and everyone could be playing to their best ability and helping this team win. I mean, AB's a talented guy. I think you guys saw the smallest portion of him because I think we're going to let it loose against Ohio State, and he's going to show his true colors because he's very poised. He's a fifth-year senior, and I mean, I trust him, and I really do. So even if things didn't go my way, I mean, it is what it is. We got the team win. And at the end of the day, if we beat Ohio State by 1, 2, 3, whatever it is, it's a win. So it's a 1-0 process.
Do you have an example of one of those errors that you saw that you could fix?
I mean, yeah, there's always little things. There's little errors that could be fixed, whether it's linemen or whether it's receivers, whether getting 3 steps, 4 steps. It's just little things that make or break a game, where it's a game of inches, and that's how football is. So.
When you're so self-critical, like after the spring game, nobody even says anything. You just come in and say what you say.
Oh,
do you take more pride after last week in terms of back-to-back catches and setting up a touchdown drive, or more self-critical on the end zone or a deep throw on a post that, frankly, I know you dive, and like if the pressure's not there, that's probably going to the house. So where do you? Are you more self-critical, or you take more pride in that you help set up a touchdown?
I'm more self-critical. I go back, that's cool. I got 2 passes, but what about what I did before that? A lot of guys like to post on Instagram their stats and their catches and everyone who posts about them. I just posted my mom because that's my mom, But even if people tell me great game, I don't give them a response because obviously you didn't watch it. So so that's just really how it is for me. I'm a real guy, and a guy named Phil Buckner, he's really helped my mentality and understanding how to, handle social media and people trying to gas you up. All of that's kind of fake to me. I think, that end zone, like you said, I should have been caught. At the end of the day, I've been thinking of the next play, next whatever it is. I can't sit here and dwell on that stuff.
We heard a lot about Anthony taking the reins of the offense and during the offseason, early morning workouts with the wideouts. Can you just take us there and just what was it like for him to come to the table with that and just be experiencing that? What
do you mean by the reign?
Or so he you want to see a quarterback take control of the team? Step up and we were hearing about early morning workouts with the wide receivers. Just kind of want to hear some more about that process.
Yeah, AB's just a guy who's just going to be there. I mean, I head to the facility early all the time to watch extra film, and I'll see him every now and then. I'll pop my head, we'll watch film, and we just kind of break it down. He's a guy, like I said, he's poised. He's a great leader. He's gonna do some great things at the University of Oregon, and I truly believe in him. And like I said, the slander, whatever I read for the quick second, I was like, man, these people don't understand how talented AB is. So yeah.
How frustrating is that on Twitter when you can't necessarily respond to 50 people at once and explain what you just explained to us?
I mean, yeah, I really don't sit here on Twitter and scroll and read what everyone has to say. People probably were roasting me like about my catch that I could have caught. So, yeah, like I said, it's I laugh at it. It's something that is kind of funny to me because not everyone's at practice. Not everyone's seen what AB's doing. Not everyone's seen what I'm doing. Not everyone's seen what coaches are doing. So it's a whole process that it's funny because people only see what they see on game day, and they start rooting for people, and I'm just like, guys, it's just talk. It is what it is. So.
I realize receivers always want the ball. All receivers
Yeah.
want the ball. The receiving group wants the ball. They want to throw for 500 yards. I get it.
Yeah.
It seems like this team builds a lot and gets a lot of juice when Verdell is going off in games. When he goes off in the fourth quarter, when he goes off, and he has in years past, Washington State game a couple years ago. What does he mean to this offense? Whether you're on the field with him, whether you're watching on the sideline as a receiver, what does he mean to this offense?
Yeah, Verdell means a lot to this offense. I mean, when he started running pissed off at the Fresno State game, he did seal the deal. So I mean, that guy's. I love CJ. He's not a big talker. He just does what he has to do, And I think him and Travis are the best duo in the nation. Having them, Travis in the backfield, going out to catch some passes and stuff. I think him and CJ can just go out there and make plays, move defenders, and get the hard yards that we need. So yeah, like having a run game, an established run game, they have to honor the run, and then that opens up pass game. So yeah.
That the football term? That there's pissed off mode for CJ?
Yeah. I think CJ's an angry runner. When he gets mad, no one stops him.